We are all rooting for Simone Biles as she heads to Tokyo to compete in the Olympics later this month. And she's been through so much to get here. She just opened up about the sexual abuse she suffered and how she deals with what happened today. Let's get into it. Simone Biles could be called the greatest gymnast of all time. I mean, the girl now has 4 gymnastics moves named after her. And with all of that, it's easy to focus on all of Simone's accomplishments. But she struggles with past experiences too. And in a new episode of her Facebook Watch series called Simone vs. Herself, Simone got real about overcoming the trauma she's experienced. And before we even get into this, we need to issue a trigger warning because this video does discuss sexual assault. So please only continue watching if you feel comfortable doing so. In the latest episode of Simone's 7-part docuseries titled What More Can I Say?, she opened up about being a survivor of sexual abuse.
All those years, nobody ever told us what sexual abuse was, so we didn't really feel like we were going through it or we were victims.
Simone and more than 150 women suffered abuse from former USA gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar, who is now sentenced to life in federal prison.
I remember asking one of my friends, hey, if I've been touched here, have I been sexually assaulted? And I thought I was being dramatic at first, and she's like, no, absolutely.
She said she considers herself one of the luckier ones in terms of the degree of abuse she suffered. But once she did come to terms with it, the emotional toll set in.
I was super depressed and I didn't want to leave my room and I didn't want to go anywhere. And I kind of just shut everybody out.
She described sleeping all the time to avoid thinking about what she went through. And now, after going through such a damaging experience, Simone recognizes the importance of using her voice for good and taking her power back.
It's okay to say, I need help. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like athletes are coming out of the woodworks and telling people it's okay.
She said that since then, training for gymnastics did sometimes remind her of her past trauma, but she's accepted it's part of her past and is making the choice to not let it take away her happiness and passion for the sport.
Some of those things that shaped you into who you were, you can't change, and that's the reason why you are the way you are. You can't erase them, so you have to embrace them.
Simone is basically the face of gymnastics now, and back in 2018 when she shared a statement on Twitter revealing she survived this sexual abuse, Team USA cut ties with the ranch and Simone realized her power. This motivates her to continue to speak out about it today.
And it's going to be harder to shut us out and our voices out if there's still somebody competing in the sport and is active.
If you or someone you know have experienced sexual assault, you can call 1-800-656-HOPE, which is the sexual assault hotline, and they can help you find the resources you need. We can't believe what she's been through to get here. In the latest episode of her series, she also talked about how she and her siblings faced food insecurity growing up and in foster care. Ultimately, Simone said her goal is to be an advocate and to inspire kids to believe in themselves and let their light shine. The Tokyo Olympics start in just a couple of weeks and the games kick off July 23rd. You know we'll be cheering on Simone. For more on Simone, click right over here for another clever video. Then be sure to let me know what you love about Simone in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on socials at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.